Anybody in here like Pokemon cards? You used to goon to Pokemon cards. Okay, I'll take that as a yes. So the other day, I was in Target on like a Tuesday, and I was looking through the aisles and stuff, and then I was checking out, and I saw this group of like 20 plus 30-year-olds, all kind of like guys like me. You know what I mean? And they were all waiting in a circle, anxiously waiting, looking at their phones. You know, they all have backpacks on, various different gaming attire on their bodies. And I was thinking to myself, what are those dudes doing over there? What could they possibly be gathered here for? Because there was not a major game release. There was nothing like that happening. Turns out, I asked the Target employee, and they say they're there for the new Pokemon cards to come in on a shipment. And I was like, what? The new Pokemon cards? So it turns out this is a big thing. Pokemon cards are very in. And apparently, you can make a lot of money scalping them. You can make a lot of money buying up all the packs and then reselling them on the secondary market because the demand is super high and there's tons of scalpers. And so that got me wondering, how bad do these scalpers get? And so that's what we're going to be looking at today. This is Pokemon card scalpers, but they get increasingly worse.
When Pokemon scalpers resell cards at highly inflated prices, collectors get infuriated that they can't get the cards they want. These are the top 10 craziest Pokemon scalper moments ever caught on camera. At number 10, these scalpers lined up in front of Nintendo headquarters in New York City.
Morning, everyone. If you're waiting in line for cards, we do not have any cards today of any type.
This is kind of what was happening at the Target in Minneapolis, but on a smaller scale. And the Target employees were going over and talking to them and being like, you're blocking the entrance. Please move. The cards will be out shortly. They did actually, in fact, have Pokemon cards on that day. Maybe, does anyone in chat actually collect Pokemon cards? Maybe someone could enlighten me, or in the comments of this YouTube video, could enlighten me as to why are the new cards so popular these days? Like, what's up with the demand? Why are these so much better than the cards that have been coming out in the past few years? Why has it gotten so crazy? Because it wasn't even this bad during like the pandemic when the values got super crazy. I think the values are even higher than they were at the peak of the pandemic. But what's going on? People want to sell it and get money. So you actually think it's because of scalping, like because the values are inflated, that's why the demand is going up. And so it's like a sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy. People want new cards because they're cool. Okay. This is not that crazy, though. I mean, this is like lining up for the Switch 2. This is kind of what the line looks like.
The situation has gotten so out of hand that they're being told to go back to their homes instead of being allowed to buy cards.
And because of money?
In ninth place, these scalpers crowded around the Pokemon card restock and blocked others from reaching it.
Oh, this is what it looked like. See, they got the security guy over there because these dudes in flip-flops are about to beat them down to grab the boxes. Pokemon is a big franchise. Cards are expensive, especially when there isn't anywhere to buy. Yeah. So these guys are body blocking. They're absolutely ravenous. Wait, hold on. Look at that. There's a dude right here. This dude, they both have their hands on the box. Who wins out in this situation? This is when you have to practice your grip strength, right? So that you're powerful enough to rip the Pokemon card box out of the other person's hands. Pokemon sucks farts. It's all about OptCG, dude. What is OptCG? Is that like the One Piece trading card game? Oh, it is the One Piece trading card game? No, dude.
Get the hell out of here. Run. Go. Go.
Are there scalpers in the One Piece trading card game? Because if so, then I'm into it. If not, then Pokemon cards are more interesting to me because I'm more interested in people behaving on the fringes of society versus a nice peaceful trading card game with ample supply.
At number 8, these Pokemon scalpers bought almost everything from the stores and tried selling them for over double retail value.
So these are the scalpers right outside the event. What?
They're right outside the event. I was gonna say, can you imagine just going to a Target, buying up all the supply, and then setting up in the parking lot, like laying everything out and like just doubling the price?
How much are the backpacks?
170.
170. How much was it in the store?
What?
How much was it in the store?
That's
80?
based honesty.
How much is the Pikachu?
This?
Yeah. 60.
These scalpers were trying to sell backpacks for $170 when they were really only $80, and cards for $60 when they were really only $30. Profit margins this high are absolutely ridiculous.
100% profit margin is not that crazy
went to a
though.
local fry store with
It's crazy
one
for
mission
scalping,
to
but
clean out their Pokemon vending machine.
businesses get that all the time. What do you think Pokemon's margins are on these cards? The margins on these cards are probably, I don't know, 500%. How much does it cost to print a box of Pokemon cards for Nintendo and ship them from wherever they print them, probably China, and into the US? I bet that goes into the store like 15 bucks to make, and they sell it for 60, right? So it's like 4x.
I don't know how to fix that one.
The scalper bought box after box after box of Pokemon cards and bought out the whole machine, leaving nothing for everyone else patiently waiting.
Has anyone ever seen one of these machines in person? This Pokemon card vending machine? I didn't even know this was a real thing. That's awesome. I personally have never seen those. I imagine they're in bigger cities than me. It's right next to the Bitcoin vending machine, of course. It's sort of become a similar thing to crypto, right? Where it's all about speculation. People are buying these cards because they're a source of value, not because they like the cards, which is such a funny thing. Such a funny thing for Pokemon cards to be a store of value in people's lives. I was talking to someone, and they introduced me to their little brother, because I get this a lot, actually. Because I make a lot of Pokemon content, I get introduced to a lot of people's little brothers. So they're always like, yeah, this guy makes Pokemon videos online. He was deep into the card trading game, and his whole thing was like, yeah, I just buy boxes and open them up and then resell the cards individually, which is surprising that he can make a profit doing that, but he was making good money. And I was like, do you even really enjoy the cards, or like, do you like Pokemon? He was like, nah, I just am trying to make some money, you know?
Sometimes Pokemon scalpers are just crazy annoying. At number 6, these scalpers went to a GameStop but wouldn't leave after being refused more than one box.
Per person. There it is. All the boxes.
These guys came in at 5 in the morning trying to buy as many boxes of cards as they
Get a
could,
job.
but they went home disappointed after only getting one. In 5th place, this guy was trying to raid a Pokemon vending machine, but the store manager quickly caught on.
It says limit 2 on the top, I've seen it.
It doesn't say that.
It says no more.
It doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that on there.
Well, I called the cops so you guys can dash it out, but
Yeah.
it says limit 2. I talked to the vendor that stocked it.
If he would plug in the machine, you can see it doesn't say limit.
Right, you got it. I see it. It goes right across the
It
top.
no longer has that there.
I saw.
I'm sure the guy that works here and sees the machine every day.
This is why they're changing the machine.
He's unplugging the machine. I'm in the middle. He wants you out.
People are really desperate, huh? They're really desperate to make a buck. Dude, I don't know. If it's not clear already, I'm very anti-scalping. I think these should be for the people who really enjoy them, right? People are desperate. People are desperate to make a buck these days, it seems. They just really... anything that they can make a little bit of money on. It's kind of a sign of the times,
He
huh?
unplugged the machine and showed the scalper the door after he tried to rush off with several boxes. At number 4, these greedy Pokemon fans were so eager to buy as many new boxes as they could, waiting for hours for the store to open.
They just know there's money. Yeah. They don't care about Pokemon. Yeah. Not a single one of these guys is into Pokemon. Which I guess is fair, right? Like, it's not illegal. It's just really immoral. It's just really, really lame to do this. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's like... It's also weird because people... Oh my god. That was like 200 boxes gone in like 20 seconds. That's unbelievable.
One. Go. One.
One more for my...
Yeah.
Can I get one more for my...
I'm sorry, man.
For my kid. Literally, he's like, can I please... He's got 15 in his cart, and the guy's like, can I please get one more for my child? And then this guy's like, nah, sorry, man. Nah, you see the markup on these? Nah. No, sorry.
I fought for it too, man.
Dude, the whole
In third
display
place,
in
this
gone in
scalper is the
seconds.
reason why Pokemon vending machines have limits.
Me at the McDonald's ordering kiosk, adding ketchup packets. Dude, that's insane.
This guy had the audacity to purchase hundreds, if not thousands, of Pokemon products, almost completely breaking the machine. At number two,
$1,000
these
on the
scalpers
Pokemon
went
machine.
Absolutely mad after finding a pallet full of Blooming Waters 151 boxes.
And they're releasing so many new sets. That's the thing. I was talking to someone about this. I was like, hey, what's up with this like scalping situation? Like they're releasing new cards all the time. Like the new ones command such a high premium for whatever reason. I don't really get it. But you guys don't just grab ketchup packets after getting your food in America? Yeah, sometimes it depends on where you're at. Depends on the fast food place that you're at, but sometimes they don't have the ketchup packets out. It used to be a thing. It's less of a thing now. You found it so funny when people who bought fidget spinners in bulk to upsell them had tons and left when the fad died. Yeah, that was that was crazy. I hope that happens to scalpers. That also happened with the Switch 2, right? There were a ton of scalpers who gobbled up the initial Switch 2 release, but they actually made enough Switch 2s for all of the demand, so a bunch of scalpers got completely screwed by that. That was really funny. There was a whole like Reddit dedicated to it, and I would always get served the posts from them, like people trying to sell Switch 2s for like $800 on release. And then there's like, they would put that screenshot next to a screenshot of Best Buy where it's like pick up in 2 hours for like whatever, $500. Always love seeing a scalper get screwed.
These scalpers tore down this pallet in a matter of seconds, only in it for the money and not for the collecting. I wonder what it's like to be an employee watching all this unfold. In first place, this scalper gets confronted by cops after excessively going over the Pokemon machine limits.
Did you buy all this?
So the police are enforcing the Pokemon machine limits? Nintendo's got private security posted at the Pokemon machines. Smash or pass Krabby? Pass, it's a crab.
I'm assuming
Smash.
they unplugged the machine. So we want to test that. So what did they
Buy our boxes.
They paid money. But they bought it all because they... Did you buy all this?
Yeah, I just bought it all with my credit card. It's on my credit card.
Yeah, you gotta pay it off now.
I asked him, I was like, dude, don't buy all of it.
Did you unplug the machine?
I didn't touch anything on when I came here when the guy was there.
Oh, they're unplugging it and replugging it so the limits reset?
Yeah. Okay, so he unplugged it.
The problem is that people are just gotta, like, they need to not plug the machine. Like, if they want to come
Krabby Bussy hits different, you're missing out. What? The crabs even have? You know what? Never mind.
I took all the prismatic, all the variants together.
Oh, the prismatic. That was a big set. I cannot believe the police are using their time on this, but...
Plugged the machine back in several times, preventing his limit from being reached.
Oh, there it
and
is.
others from getting their fair share of Pokemon cards.
Anyway, that was fun. Overall, scalpers bad. You're lame if you do this. Get a job, get a life, make some real money. Like, do something hard, like streaming video games on the internet.